Hello friends, welcome to the Angular 8 tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn router outlet and router link, and we will see how we use both the things like router outlet and router links. So basically router outlet in the Angular work like a placeholder. Like if we are going to load or call any component, the respective HTML will come and sit on the router outlet basically. So uh, navigate can be done using the router outlet directive, and the activated component, like which component we are going to calling, will take place inside the router outlet to load this content. So to enable routing we need to use router outlet into the HTML page. Like we have to use on the HTML page router outlet. So when we will call a specific component on either link, button click or any place, that HTML will sit on this router outlet. So that is the use of the router outlet in the Angular 8. And the next is basically router link. So using router link directive we can link to root from HTML table. Like on suppose on the link button, on the button we are going to call any component, then using this router link we can route, we can give the path to that respective component. So basically so what I'm trying to say, like, so when we user click on the DOM element, like DOM element in the sense like button, when user click on this DOM element, Angular navigate to the page, means to the respective component and respective HTML through that route. And we can assign string to the route link. Like string in the sense, in the route link, like I want to give the link name or button name, that it is trying to say that we can assign a string to the router link, and this router link directive generate link based on the route path. So that is router link. So basically how we define this router link. So basically we define this router link on the HTML page, and the syntax is like a means on the hyperlink I'm going to give that router link, then this on the brackets it is the router link, and the router link name, like which router link name you have given in the router model. Yes, router model. And this is the tab name. Tab name means the basically it's a, we can say like link name. So that is basically we are defining the client side, in the sense we are defining this router link on the HTML page. So same we can do on the server side. What is the meaning of server side is like on at the runtime, if I'm going to define like component, like on the runtime I want to navigate on the particular page, so then in that case we have to use the router link as a server side. So in that case what we have to do, we have to go to the respective component, and in that component we have to initialize a constructor. Under this constructor we will take a one variable name, the variable name type will be the router. Like this we are going to pass from the HTML page, and then this is the line which will navigate to the respective component, like this dot variable name dot navigate to the that we have to give as a name. This is the basically router link name that we are going to give here. So that is the basically a router link which is used here. So basically the thing is we have to give this router link name in the router model. So if when we are going to create a new application in Angular 7 or above the Angular 7, it asks us while creating the app, like do you want to create the route, then we do yes. But before the Angular 7 it doesn't ask do you want to create the route. So manually we have to create the route. So this is basically the command to create the route under the app folder. So flat means under the app folder it create the module. So if you are using Angular version less than 7, then you have to manually use this command to create the router file. So and the next is, like as I told, we have to use the router link in the HTML page. So this is the syntax to create a router link, like router link and I'm going to create two pages like about us and contact us. So let's understand all these things, how we can implement all this. So let's go to the on the Visual Studio Code, and in Visual Studio Code first let's run it and see, give the command like ng-ser and compile it. So basically what we will do, we will create two link like about us and contact us. When we will click on those links, it should reflect on the respective component, or we can say respective page. So what we will do, first we will create two component, because as I told you in Angular 8 or in Angular there is no page, there is only a communication between the component to component. So in that only we have to see. Let's refresh it. So at first time it is showing like the .NET Office app is running. So far we don't did anything. Now let's see what we have to do. We have to create the two component. So there is a command, as I explained before, to create the component like ng-gc for component and the component name. So I will give about us. So it will create a component name about us, and next like we have seen here, it has created a component about us, and it contains the four file like a CSS file, HTML file, specification file, and the component file. Same we will create for another component like ng-gc and contact us. So it will create another component for us. So now the next, so it created. So now next what we have to do, we have to define first, after creating the component, first we have to modify in the app.model, like these two components should import in the app.model.ts. So for us it automatically imported, and it already added into the declaration section like these two. So first we have to verify that both the components should be attached here, and next what we have to do, we have to go to the root file. So where is that root file, we have to see. So this is the app routing model.ts. So basically this is generated when we created our Angular project. It asked, do you want to create the routing? So that time we did yes. So that's why this is automatically added. If in your case, if you are using a version less than 7 and it is or you in the while creating the project you didn't give yes, then with the given command you can create this routing model. So in this routing model what we will do, we will give the path of these component. So how we can do, so basically this root and root model is importing from the Angular router library. If it is not imported for you, you have to import it first. So that is necessary to do. So next what we have to do, we have to give the path to the component. So basically what we will do here, we have to give the path, and in this path you have to give the link name. And what is this link name? This link name, actually this router link name, or in the previous slide what I explained, like this router link name we have to give, and this link name should be matched when we will use this link name in the HTML file. So here we have to give in the single quotes, like what I will give, about us, and this we have given about us. Now for which component it will call, so that component we have to identify, like component, and which component it is, it will take like about us component. So see, when we added this component, it added this import file also for us. So now next add the next path, and this path, and this one we are going to take like contact us, sorry, we have to take in the single quotes. So contact us. So basically this should be matched when we are going to use this router link in the HTML page. And now we have to attach this name with the components, and which component we are going to assign, contact us component. So when we added this one, this already imported to this. So what we did so far, first we created the component, then we verified those component is added to the app model file. After this app model file, we created the root model file. In your case, if you are using Angular 7, then Angular 7 plus version, then it is already created for us. Otherwise you have to use a command to create this file. Then after creating this file, we are creating a path basically from here in the root. Like we are given the name and then the component, like this name is respective to which component. So after doing this thing, now what we have to do, we have to attach this thing to the HTML page basically. So let's go to the HTML page and attach these path. So app component.html is the file, and here we are going to attach that. So what I will do, I will take a on the link only I am going to add, or you can add on the button also. So a, and as I told you the syntax for this, first we have to, in the square bracket we have to take like router link, L should be the capital, and we have to assign the path, so in the double quotes, and we have to give in the single quotes what we have to give, slash and the about us. This name should match with this name which we have given in the app.routing.model. So these names should match, otherwise it won't work. After this about us, we have to close it and we have to give the name like about us. And next button I will take some space, like, and next link I will take for, like I told you, router link and equal to double quotes, then square brackets, inside this square bracket slash and contact us. So this name should match with the in the path we have given. So here we will write contact us. So after this one we have done, so let's save it and see on the browser. So let's serve it first. So it is compiling. It takes some time to compile it successfully. So it's compiled successfully. Now let's see on the browser. So on browser we can see like we have about us link and the contact us link. Now click on this about us and we can see we are not able to see those respective pages. And why? What is the reason why we are not able to see? We can see like on this page we didn't use router outlet. So basically, as I explained, like router outlet is work like a placeholder, like until we'll not use that, it will not show the pages. So we have to use the router outlet content. So let's use it, then it will replace all about us and contact us HTML to this one. So router and outlet. So let's save it. Now see on the browser. So it's compiled. Let's see on the browser now. So we can see by default it is a about us page. So when we'll click on it, like about us page, this is, and contact us page. So it is loading the respective pages. So if we want, we can change this HTML also, like about us page, and same we will change for the contact us page also. Let's do the changes for contact us page also. So here I will write contact us page is calling. Now let's save it and see on the browser. So we can see like first is the contact page, so contact us is calling. Now about us page, contact us page. So like this way this is working. So what we have done so far, like we have added this router link on component.html page. Now we can do all these things using the link also. Link in the sense like on the dynamic page. So now all these page we can load at the runtime also, like on the particular condition I want to load the respective page. So what I will do, I will create a one button, and in this button on the click event I want to load our the respective page. So what I will do, I will create a one function, and the function name will be the, like what I will do, I will like write the dynamic router. So I will give this function name. Now what I will do, I will initialize this function name in the component page. So here I will like click me, I will give this button name. So now go to the component.ts class. Here what I will do, I will create a one function, and in this function I will define constructor and here I will take one private variable like router, and this private variable, the type of this router is the router. So this is I have used it here. So now what I will do, I will create that function. So let's copy it and here I will take a one parameter like link name, and this will be the string. I will pass the string and I will give the definition of that function. I will give like if this link name equal to about. If it is about, then what I will do, I will call this dot router dot navigate, and I will call in this I will call that specific component about us, and give the semicolon, and I'll copy this, and in else I will give for the contact us CONTA contact us. So what we have did, we have created a one constructor. In this constructor we are taking one parameter, and this value will come from here. So here I will pass the value like which one I am going to call. So in single quote I will call that like about, and here I will check if it is about this link name. If it is about, then I will navigate to this component, otherwise to this component. So now let's save it and see on the browser. So it saved successfully. Now let's see on the browser. So here button is showing. So let's give a gap first. So what I will do, I will now let's save it and see on the browser. So we can see now at first time it about us is loading. So let's click on the contact us. It's a contact us is calling. Now click me. When I'm going to click, it is loading the about us page. See, when I click on this, it is a contact us. When I'm calling this, then this is about us page. So it is working as expected. Now if you want, we can change it, like instead of about I'm passing about one. Say, then in this case it should load the contact us page. So let's click on this and we can see it's calling contact us. So this is the way of using the outer router outlet and the router link. Like these two, it is used to navigate from one component to the other component. Like on the button, click on some DOM element. If we want to show the particular component, then we use router outlet and the router link. So basically that is all about this. If you have any question, please comment. Thank you.